Atul, hi. Thanks for joining us on our podcast today. We're very pleased.
Operations within an airport. So you've chosen a path from hospitality into aviation, and that's of interest, which we'll dig into in just a bit. But we'd love to hear your story so far, a little bit about yourself before I can ask you some questions. So over to you, Atul.
Hi, Chinmay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I think from my childhood, I was always fascinated with the aircrafts and airports and all. Then I got a chance of entering into the hospitality because the glamour is what makes you enter inside the hospitality industry.
Right.
So my first love was with the hospitality, and the second you can say it is with aviation. So, as far as my current role is concerned, I head the facility management operations for Ahmedabad International Airport. And basically, my day-to-day work involves, handling various facilities in the airport, be it, facilitation, ergonomics for the passengers, handling their, comfort levels. Apart from that, various facilities like, cleanliness, upkeep, washrooms, area maintenance, preventive maintenance, coordination with various authorities, etc., etc. So my current role or span comprises of all the areas, right from land side to terminals to air side and etc., etc. Okay, so this is the current role which I am playing currently. Apart from that, I am also supporting in the terminal operations, basically handling the passenger flow, making it seamless flow for the passengers. So these are my current roles, which I'm handling. As far as my career is concerned, I started as a management trainee with Taj Group of Hotels,
Okay.
and my management training was uh, I actually got selected as a management trainee from my college campus. Then I got a chance to work with Umaid Bhawan Palace in Jodhpur. During that time, I remember I witnessed two major events. One was the wedding of Arun Nair and Liz Hurley. You must have heard about it.
Right.
And then I was a part of the launch of Vogue Fashion magazine in India. So
Okay.
these were two milestones which I can say during that period. Later, I went on to work in various hotels in the same company. I was assistant manager at Jai Mahal Palace in Jaipur. Then I got a chance to open a hotel south, the Gateway Hotel Vijayawada. And from there, I was transferred to Taj Hotels in Varanasi. So, in fact, we have two hotels in the same campus. One is Nadisar Palace, a small 10-room palace with 41 acres of land.
Oh
So
wow.
that was one. And then we have Taj Ganges. So at the age of 24, I became executive housekeeper, which is the head of the department. And I can proudly say that at that time I was the youngest executive housekeeper of the country. I don't know whether that record is broken till now or not, but at the age of 24, I was the youngest executive housekeeper of the country.
That's fantastic.
During my tenure in Taj Hotels of Varanasi, I was the winner of a prestigious Tabi Award, which is Taj Business Excellence Award, consecutively for 2 years. So in 2012 and 13, I won the best executive housekeeper in entire Taj Group of Hotels. And 2013-14, I was the winner of best horticulture team. Apart from that, I was also awarded as the best garden in entire Uttar Pradesh by UP government in
Okay.
the same year, 2013-14. So that was there. Then, as for everyone, whoever is working in the hospitality industry in the country, there is a dream of everyone to work with the mecca of hospitality industry, you can say, Taj Mahal Palace. You know,
Absolutely.
yeah. So it was also my dream, and somehow I got this opportunity to get a transfer over there. I was very happy to get that. Then in 2015, I joined Taj Mahal Palace. Uh, 2016, I won an award for innovations. So I won the award for the most innovative ambassador of Taj Mahal Palace 2016.
Oh, great.
So that was there. Apart from that, the tower block, I was the in charge of handling the entire renovation and refurbishment of that entire building. So these were two the milestones which I can say came in my journey with Taj Mahal Palace. Later, I decided to explore a little bit more to gain a little bit international perspective. So I got this opportunity at JW Marriott Sahar, which is, I think, one of the largest inventory hotel in the country with
Uh-huh.
589 rooms. So I got a chance to work there. Then the phase of pandemic hit, and
The
it
difficult
was
phase
just
for
four
everyone.
five. Yeah, exactly. Though it was a difficult phase, but I think it was a very good opportunity to learn to work under the scarce and fearful times. That is also a very good, I can say, experience. Uh, for me, it was quite quite fascinating, you can say, because I was a part of five HODs who were staying inside the hotel throughout the pandemic. Okay, the entire staff and everyone was out. We were just five HODs with a handful of guests of the hotel.
Right.
We were staying inside JW Marriott, and during that tenure, I won AHA award, which stands for Asian Housekeeping Awards, uh, which is Asia level awards. And I was a part of top 10 performers of the pandemic. And the same year, I won the best executive housekeeper of the country, which is International Hospitality Awards. So these were few milestones which I achieved in JW Marriott. And then, I moved towards my second love. I got this opportunity to be uh, the facility head for Ramsabad International Airport, which I grabbed. And the transition was quite smooth, I can say, because from beginning I was handling housekeeping management, and then I moved into the facility management for the airports. Though it was a little bit different, but the core lies in the same thing, which is facility management or housekeeping.
Right.
However, to gain the better hands in the aviation industry, my strategy was very simple. It's been just 1 year; it is still going on. But I did quite research in the subjects of aviations. I still, I am reading books, I am doing research online, I am reading the articles, interviews of aviation industry experts. Uh, ICAO, which is International Civil Aviation Organization, that has quite a few courses which I'm going through. A lot of annexures are there which I'm going through, and constantly I'm increasing my knowledge base. So if you think that you are a lifelong student, I think you can make any transition between industries a cakewalk, which is the philosophy with which I work with. So this is a brief about me, a quite lengthy brief, but it is a brief.
It's quite a lengthy
Yeah,
journey, Atul. So
yeah,
thanks.
yeah,
That was inspiring and quite detailed as well. So
yeah,
Atul, I wanted to ask you, since I believe you're a proponent of technology. You have been ever since we've
yeah.
interacted first as well. So
Right.
can you provide for the audience a couple of examples of how technology has improved efficiency and productivity in facilities management, typically, from your older days where technology was new, and today where it's very widespread? What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on this front?
So Chinmay, I still remember the days when I was in Umaid Bhawan Palace, and for
Mhm.
every data we used to have those green graphs. You might have, you might recall that green graphs where you have to,
Yeah,
draw the graphs of your
right.
performance or all those things. Uh, if you talk to the people of today's generation, they must not have been
They don't
aware
know
about
grafting.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we used to, draw on the graph paper during that time. And then, I saw the industry evolved with the help of technology. Okay. I also worked in the environment when we used to, talk to each other through pagers. And keeping a pager was a big thing for everyone. I think the technology has played a very significant role in enhancing the efficiency and productivity. You know, I can give you a few examples. Like we have CMMS softwares, which helps you automate the maintenance. Okay, so it analyzes the data. It gives you, okay, this time you can do the preventive maintenance.
Right.
Apart from that, we have IoT sensors and devices.
Right.
I remember I did recently did a POC with one company where we used to, keep the IoT devices inside the washrooms. And basically, those devices used to capture a lot of data for us, right? So it used to give us the data like the people counting, how many people are, entering that washroom uh, in various times. So that was really helpful for us, to plan our, staffing levels. Okay, so say 11 to 12 generally is a peak time when we are having a lot of movement in the washroom. So instead of keeping one person, we used to keep two or three people during that time to handle that load. So this is again a example of technology which is, helping us or improving our efficiency and productivity. Apart from that, there were sensors which used to analyze the environment inside the washroom, right?
Right.
So it used to measure the ammonia level. So generally, when a washroom is particularly being used by, say, more people, at that time the level of ammonia goes up. So immediately that device used to send us the trigger. Okay, the ammonia level has gone up or the smell has gone up. Do something about it. So immediately, we could, take the action on that. Corrective steps could have been taken. So I think this is a thing which is of great significance. IoT is serving us uh, very nicely in terms of productivity and efficiency. Apart from that, I can also talk about robotics. I think now most of the industries are moving towards robotics.
Right.
We are also in the phase of implementing that. We recently did a successful POC of robotic cleaning machines, where you need not to have any kind of people to, operate the machines. You do the mapping, and machines take care of everything. You know, for example, a robot is cleaning some area, and
Mhm.
suppose a passenger walks towards that machine, lost inside his phone. So the machine is having that kind of intelligence or artificial intelligence that it will stop automatically, let that person pass, and then it will move ahead. Okay. So you need not to worry about anything. Apart from that, there is inbuilt camera inside that. So it will, give you the data also that how many times it has run in that particular area. So I think technology is helping in a very good way. I can talk about Vesta as well. I think we have been using Vesta feedback system for
That would
quite
actually
some
bring
time.
me to a question. Yeah. How has Vesta helped you and your teams over here?
Okay, I think in November 2022 we started with Vesta.
Right.
We adopted for our washrooms. We adopted the feedback system,
Right.
and in that we installed QR codes inside our washrooms.
Right.
And anytime a passenger want to give a feedback, so we strategically placed these QR codes in the
Right.
places where the people will see it, because vigilance is very important. People should be able to see, okay, this is a tool where they can drop their feedback,
Absolutely.
right? So the placement was finalized. We placed these QR codes, and we have been receiving quite a lot feedbacks. So there are good feedbacks where passengers are appreciating us as well as our
Absolutely.
team, and there are few feedbacks which tells us, okay, there is a need of improvement. So everything happens in the real time. So as soon
Absolutely.
as a negative feedback where rating is less than 3, okay, a feedback comes immediately, a mail comes to me. Okay, I am a
Right.
one point of contact. Immediately, I get a mail. From this so and so washroom, there is a complaint, and passenger is having a problem with so and so thing. Immediately, I can take the action. You won't believe there were few instances where there was a passenger complaint. I received the message. I immediately you know told my supervisor to go and handle that. Immediately rushed to the area, and luckily we could catch hold of the passenger,
Oh,
and we
fantastic.
could we could resolve the issue in the real time. So that is the power of real time uh, IoT,
Systems. Right.
yeah, systems. So I think it has been worked very nicely. We recently did a POC with your checklist system as well.
Right.
I think checklist system is again a very good tool. know so we have these QR codes which are placed inside our pantries. Okay, so you scan that QR code with your device, automatically a checklist comes on your phone, and you can do the audit. Not only the audits, you can uh, paste the pictures inside those audits. And the beauty of this entire checklist system is that immediately a task is generated to the team member who is supposed to action on that.
On
Immediately a task is
non-compliance.
generated. Yeah, I think Vesta has a specified app for this. Okay, so
Absolutely.
immediately a task is generated, and there is a escalation matrix which is also there, right? So escalation matrix, if a particular task is not resolved within a time frame which we have decided, 15 minutes for our property, then immediately the escalation happens to the next level, which is my assistant manager Dhruv. If he is unable to act on this and it exceeds 15 minutes more, it comes to me. So there is a
Right.
escalation matrix to take the actions and get the things done on time. Okay. Apart from that, I think it gives you a lot of analysis, lot of data. Okay. So you can come to know what all problems are there in what all, say, for a particular washroom.
Absolutely.
So you can
We
take the
believe data
corrective
is
steps.
very critical. Data is very critical for
Yeah,
progress.
exactly. And I think everything is stored on the cloud. So because it is on the cloud, you are actually not have to maintain any kind of documentation or the record keeping.
Right.
So I think that is uh, again
Accessibility,
saving in terms of, yeah, accessibility. Yeah, that's right.
of course.
Uh,
Atul,
so
that
I
brings me to
I think
yes,
yeah,
yes. Please continue.
yeah. So I think Vesta has been quite helpful. Apart from that, uh, it helps us to take database decision, right?
Right.
So I think we analyze the data and we come to know this is the time where we need to put extra effort or we need to deploy extra people. Okay, and all these data is generated by Vesta analytics reports, so it is quite helpful for us.
Sure, Atul. Thanks for the kind words. It really means a lot. Atul, that brings me to one question, a very important one in today's discussion is basically what do you look forward to in the near future with respect to technology to optimize and streamline airport operations? In your opinion, where do you think the world is heading? It's an open-ended question. Any thoughts of yours would be valuable.
I think technology is the future. If I talk about future, I think AI is a big future. Okay, Facebook is moving towards metaverse, which is uh, AI combined with VR. Okay,
Right.
VR and AR is again a future. I don't know.
Absolutely.
We recently introduced a thing called, it is an initiative from government of India. We call it DigiYatra. You must have heard
Right.
about it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, we have.
So in this system, what happens? There are uh, face recognition devices which are installed across all the entry points inside the terminals. And what you need to do as a passenger, you need to register on the DigiYatra app. Okay. You have to verify your Aadhaar details and your journey details, which flight you are on, etc., your PR number. And immediately you get registered in the Daily Yatra app for that particular journey. Now you need not to carry anything when you're traveling.
Right.
You
Paperless.
enter the airport, security guy will not ask you for your ID proof or the ticket. You show your face in the facial recognition panel, and you gain an access. Same, you get inside, the security hold area, the e-gates. There again, you have this device installed. You gain the access there, and there is a seamless journey which is there till the time you are boarding the airplane. So I think this simple example of Digi Yatra can give you a gist that how important and how ergonomic it is for the passenger, the technology. Uh, uh, Technology is evolving and it will keep on evolving in the future.
Right.
Uh, you know, who would have thought of robotics 10 years back? I never imagined that there will be the robots who will be cleaning the premises. But now it is a small thing. I mean, it is very common. And
Absolutely.
there will be the times when technology will evolve in much better way. So if I have to pick three four things which are quite futuristic and will keep on evolving and helping us in terms of airport operations, one is robotics, as I mentioned. Another thing which will be AI. I think artificial intelligence will come in a big way. Okay. And then we have Internet of the Things, IoT devices and sensors to generate the data. Uh, then we have maybe uh, you know AR, VR modules, which will be helping the passengers to experience various services. Okay, I can think I have read somewhere that there is one airport in the globe who has introduced this VR system where you have this VR devices given to the passengers to experience the entire airport. Complex airport like Changi, where so many facilities and services are there.
Right.
As a passenger who is traveling for the first time must not be aware about each and every facility.
Absolutely.
So they are giving this VR experience to the passenger. So instantly that VR
They
headgear
can
they
be
are
aware.
wearing, and yeah, they can be aware and utilize the facilities and services of their choice. So I think these are few examples which I think will be very futuristic and will keep on evolving. I think we are the first generation of all these things. I can see many more versions which will be coming and helping us to improve the passenger experience, customer experience, and it will also be helpful for our team members to handle the operations very efficiently and with productivity.
Perfect. That was very insightful, Atul. Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing your thoughts on the future of technology for aviation as well. So, Atul, that concludes our list of questions for this short and sweet session with you. And I'm
Right.
sure it's going to help a lot of people, especially people who are trying to get from hospitality to aviation as a change of sector. They can find this journey of yours very helpful as a reference for them to know what all they can achieve and do. So, absolutely, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure hosting you on this podcast today.
Thank you very much, Chinmay. I think I can conclude this with one message to all the aspirants who are looking forward to, you know, uh, moving or switching the industries. One of my mentor used to say that two things are required to be successful in life. One, you have to be lifelong student. You have to keep on learning. Learning never ends. Keep on learning and evolving. And second thing, he used to say that keep on sharpening the saw. Okay,
Right.
you have to honing your skills every day. Maybe you are doing the same thing over and over again, but I think if you keep on doing, keep on improving, then I think success will be at your side. So these are two things which are especially very important to be a lifelong student and keep on honing your skills. If you
Sure.
can do that, you will be successful.
Absolutely right, Atul. I think thanks for sharing that too for the audience. And we look forward to having you hosted pretty soon. Until then, please take care and have a great day.
Thank you, Chindan. You too.